Hi, in this particular section, we will be seeing chain rule. Chain rule is an important part of quantitative aptitude or mental ability. From this, for every exam, you can expect one question for minimum. It's one question is guaranteed. Okay. So this particular area is very easy to understand as well as very easy to do the problems. You need to have some basic understanding. So what is happening in chain rule is that assume that you have to do a work. Assume that you have to do a work. And for doing that particular work, you have employed 5 men. Those 5 men worked for 10 days, worked for 10 days, and they have completed that particular work. That means 5 men worked for 10 days, completed that particular work. The same way, if we have employed only 2 men to do the same work, how many days it will be taken? By common sense, we can simply note that if assuming that the hours in which they work is same or the efficiency of the labors is same, we can say that here 5 turn days are there. Obviously, we can say that how many workers will be needed. So here we will be using a concept is called man days. That means number of men working for how many days. That means 5 men working for 10 days is called 50 man days. So the 50 man days is the amount of work which has to be carried out. So we have to see in how many days 50 man days of work can be completed by 2 men. So it will be what? 50 man days. So x will be equal to 50 divided by 2 equal to 25 days. So, okay. If we are assuming another condition, 5 men working for 10 days, they are working for 2 hours per day. That means their total work is what? 5 into 10, that is 50 into 200 man days. Okay. In the second set, if we have 2 men working for 5 hours per day, how many days is required to complete the same work? What is the total work? That case also total work is 100 man days. So x is equal to 100 divided by 10 equal to 10 days. If number of hours is not given, we will assume that on the both cases they will be working with the same efficiency or both will be working for same number of hours. So what is the outcome? The concept is that the work carried out is equal to number of men working for number of days into number of hours. This is the concept. By using this particular concept, we will be solving many problems. So the another set is solve the same set of work. It will be equal to M2 into D2 into H2. Fine. So we can say that M1 D1 H1 equal to M2 D2 H2. So what is the first question? First question is that if 120 men can do a job in 100 days, in how many days will 150 men can do the same work? We know that here the number of hours are not mentioned, so 120 men worked for 100 days means 1000. That means it is equal to 12,000 man days. This is the total work. That particular work has to be carried out by 150 men. So that is equal to what? 150 men working for X number of days. So what will be X? X is equal to 12,000 divided by 150. Cancel up, cancel up. Cancel up by 3, this will be 5. This is going to be 4. 400 divided by 5, what will be? 100 divided by 5. 100 divided by 5 is 20, 40, 60, 80. So they will be requiring 80 days. Fine. So this is a very simple question. We will go to some advanced question. Here the question is that a contract is to be completed in 56 days. So the 56 days is the target. 10 of men were said to work, each working for 8 hours per day. After 30 days, 2 by 5% of the work is completed. How many additional men may be employed so that work may be completed in time? Each man now working for 9 hours per day. So what is the case? we have 56 days. For the first 30 days, 104 men, 104 men, each man is working for 8 hours per day, correct? 8 hours per day. In the next case, what is the case? In the next case, what is happening? Remaining, we have 26 days is there. In that 26 days, we have to finish the work. 26 days, how many people are required in order to finish the work such that the each man is working for 9 hours per day. So in the first 30 days case, they have given that in 30 days, they have completed 2 by 5% of the work. In 30 days, they have completed 2 by 5% of the work. That means 2 by 5% of the W, 2 by 5%, 2 by 5 part of the W is equal to 30 days, 104 men working for 8 hours per day, correct? That means the total work is equal to 30 into 104 into 8 into 5 by 2, correct? This 2 and this 4 cancel, it will become 20. No need to solve it up. Then the remaining 3 by 5 part of the work has to be completed in 26 days, correct? That means this part is the total work. The 3 by 5 portion of this total work has to be completed in 26 days, such that they are working for 9 hours per day. So what we can write? We can write it as 3 by 5 portion of 30 into 104 into 20 has to be finished by 26 days. X man is working 9 hours per day. How we can do? We can simply do, this can be cancelled up. Here you will be getting a 4. This 3 and this 9 can cancel, you will get a 3 here. 3 and 30 can be cancelled up. Here you will be getting a 10. 104 and 26 can say cancelled up. Here you will be getting a 4. Fine. Okay. Fine. So X is equal to 10 into 4, 40. 40 into 4, 160 days. Sorry, not the 160 days, 160 men. Sorry, I have made a mistake. X is the number of men, so 160 men. So already we have 104 men. Additionally, we need to take a 56 men to finish up this particular work in 56 days. Hope it's clear. If there is any doubt, do give a comment. I will reply to that. Otherwise, just see the video once again. Okay, fine. The next question. This is another aspect. When you're seeing this particular question, there might be a doubt in your mind that how we can do this particular question with respect to chain rule. In a hospital, there is consumption of 1,350 liters of milk for 70 patients for 30 days. That means 70 patients consumes for 30 days 1,350 liters of milk. That means for 2,100 patient days, because 70 patient for 30 days, 2,100 patient days, it requires 1,350 liters of milk. That means for one patient day, they require 1,350 divided by 2,100 liters of milk. Is that fine? Okay, fine. Then now the question is that for how many patients 1,710 liters of milk is available, will be okay for 28 days. That means here we know that 1,350 divided by 21,000 liters of milk is required for a patient for a day. So we can simplify it. We can simplify by 50. What you will get? The top you will be getting 27 on cancellation by 50. Denominator you will be getting 42. Simplify with the 3, 9 upon 14. 9 by 14 liters of milk is required. Okay, then here we need, so for one day, one patient requires 9 by 40 liters of milk. So for 28 days, for 28 days. Number of patients be X. One patient requires 9 by 14 liters of milk, which is equal to 1710 liters of milk, because the total amount of milk what we have is 1710 liters. 14 and 28 can cancel. Here you will get a 2. Fine. So what you will get? 9 into 2, 18. 9 into 2, 18. So x into 18 equal to 1710. Therefore, x is equal to 710 divided by 80. Okay. Do the cancellation. 1710 divided by 18. Obviously, it is not going to be 10. Obviously, it is going to be 9 times. No doubt in that, because 10 is 180. So 18 into 9, 72, 7. 162. So here you will be getting 90. 18 into 5, so 95 days. So it will be okay for 95, not 95 days, 95 patients. 95 patients. Is that fine? It's a different type of question. Try to understand it. But once you understand the concept, it's very easy to solve. Okay, fine. Then the next question was, a contractor undertakes to do a piece of work in 40 days. That means he is interested to finish that particular work in 40 days. He engages 100 men in the beginning. For the beginning days, he engages 100 men. 100 more men after 35 days. That means for the first 35 days, he employed 100 men only. After that, he employed 100 more men. That means 200 men for the later days. Complete the work in stipulated time. That means total 40 days. First 100 days we have that. First 35 days we have 100. Later 5 days we will be having 200. If he had not engaged the additional men, how many days behind the schedule would it be finished? That means if he is not taken 100 more men after 35 days, how many days it would be required to finish the same set of work by 100 men? So what is the work? Our work is equal to 100 men working for 35 days plus 200 men working for 5 days. This is equal to 3500 plus 1000. Fine. It's a very simple logic. So if 3500 plus 1000, that is equal to 4500 is the total work that has to be finished by 100 men. That has to be finished by 100 men. Finished by 100 men. The number of days be x. Therefore, x is equal to 45. Fine. Very simple logic. M1 D1 H1 equal to M2 D2 H2. Simply substitute in the equation. You will get the answer. But only in the first part there is a splitting. First 35 days there is only 100 men. Next 5 days there is 200 men. That is the difference. Hope it's clear. It's a very simple question. Hope it's clear. There is no point to explain it again. I hope so. If the concepts are clear, it's very easy to complete this particular question. The next question. If a certain number of workmen can do a piece of work in 25 days, in what time will another set of equal number of men can do a piece of work twice as the grade? That means in the first case, we have the work is W1. Second case, we have 2 times the work. That means 2W1. Fine. Then, this particular W1 work is finished in 25 days. W1 work is finished in 25 days. Okay, fine. Then, another condition is that, supposing that 2 men of the first set can do as much as in an hour as the 3 men of the same set can do in an hour. That means if the men in the first set is M1, that means 2M1 is equal to 3M2. It's really given, right? 2 men of the first set, that means 2M1 is equal to 3 men of the second set, that is equal to 3M2. Fine. Is that clear? Fine. So, what is the work done? Work done is equal to W1. 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 Then also one more point is given. We are employing equal number of men. That means here number of men is N1. So the first case and the second case number of men are same. So what is W1? W1 is equal to number of men N1 into M1, that means the work by one particular person, into how many days? 25 days. W2 equal to, W2 is nothing but equal to 2W1 equal to same number of men is working. So N1 into M2 into number of days bx. We can equate the both because 2W1 equal to W2. So what do you can write? 2 into N1 into M1 into 25 equal to N1 into M2 into X. Since in the beginning itself they are told that number of men working are same, so you can eliminate the factor of N1. But for the better understanding, I just used that. Okay. So we know that 2M1 equal to 3M2. That means M1 equal to 3 by 2M2. Okay. So in the place of M1, we can give 3 by 2M2. On the both sides, N1 cancel. So 2 into 3 by 2 into M2 into 25 equal to M2 into X. So 2 cancels. M2 cancels. Therefore, X is equal to 75 days. X is equal to 75 days. Hope it's clear. So we have seen the initial part of the chain rule. We have solved around 5 problems regarding work chain rule. So please try to see the video, then try to complete the try to solve the problem by yourself. Try to solve same kind of questions. If you are feeling any trouble, please post or type the question in the comment section, and we will be seeing the same question. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.